This week's Torah portion read Parshas Vayera. Parshas Vayera begins with the kindness of Abraham, Avraham Avinu, our forefather Abraham. How he opens up his house, his tent really, to anyone who passes by, any person to visit. And what's interesting is at this point, he had just undergone a circumcision himself and was in a lot of pain, and God was visiting him. Yet, even though God was visiting him, he told God, so to speak, hold on a second, I have more important things to do. And he went to tend to visitors that were passing by. Now, what's very fascinating about this is that if any of us would be having a conversation with God, we wouldn't stop to help other people with food and water and other things. Yet, how could Abraham be able to do such a thing? The answer is that he understood that this is what God wants as well. There's nothing greater someone could do than help somebody else out, give them food, give them water, a place to sleep, a good word, something kind to them. That even if we were talking to God himself, this would still be more important at the moment in time, and God would wait for a conversation to continue it later as we could attend to others. And this shows the great importance of really caring for other people and looking out for everyone at every moment in time. We'll now continue with the singing of Lechadodi, the song we sing Friday night, written by the great Rabbi of Shlomo Alkabetz in the late 1400s. Lechadodi lekras kala pnei Shabbos nekabela lechadodi lekras kala pnei Shabbos nekabela shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad Ishmiyanu kel hamyuchad Hashem echad Ushmaho yachad L'shemo seferes v'lesila Chad odi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela L'kras Shabbos l'chuven elcha Ki mekor haberacha meirosh mikedem nesucha Sov ma'aseh b'machshavot chila lecha dodi lekras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela mikdash melech Ir melucha kumitzi mitoch ha'afecha Rav lach sheves b'yemekabacha V'hu yachamol alayichem lalecha Dodi lekras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Hisnari me'afar kumi Livshi big day sefartei chalmi al yad ben yishai beis halachmi Karva el nafshi gi yahala lecha dodi lekras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela hisahoreri Kiva horechu meyori Uri, shir daberi, Gevod Hashem, alayich nigla. Lecha dodi lekras kala, Pnei Shabbos nekabela, V'hayulim shisa, shahosayich, V'rachaku kameh v'halayich, Yosis alayich elokayich, Kim sozcha sana kala lecha dodi lekras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela yamin usmal tehefrotzi v'yes Hashem daritzi Al yad ben yishai beis halachmi Karva el nafshi gi ala lecha Dodi lekras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Bawi b'shalom Atares ba'ala Gam berina ovitza hala
Tochem uneyam segula ba'wikala lecha dodi lekras kala Oneg Shabbat nekabela.
We're now about 4 or 5 weeks away from the holiday of Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights, which this year comes out on the earlier side, beginning of December, the first or second week in December. Now, Hanukkah, and we'll spend some more time talking about it as it gets closer, is a very special holiday because it was the last holiday that was instituted by the Jewish people. This is the holiday that took place during the Second Temple, and after this holiday, there are no other full holidays that were instituted. We have happy days, of course, of the year, of course, but in terms of a full-fledged holiday with new commandments like lighting the menorah, this was the last one. So if this is the last one, it's incumbent upon us to understand exactly what this miracle was and why it's so important. And a very simple way to say it was, it's a holiday, the Festival of Lights, it's called, because it was dark, and we need a light in the temple, and the miracle happened, and the one candle, which was supposed to be lit for just one day, lasted for 8 days. Really, not the one candle, the 7 candles. And that's really, in a simple way, what everything's about in this world. Sometimes we live in darkness, it's difficult, yet a little bit of light could go a long way. When we say something nice to someone, we light up someone else's world, we don't know how far that light could really travel, and how important it is, and how long an effect one thing doing for someone else could have for everyone. We're now finished with the singing of Adon Olam. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'Terem Kol Yitzir Nivra V'Yeis Nasa B'Chefso Kol Azai Mehelech Shemo Nikra V'Yacharei Kechlos HaKol Levahado Yimloch Nora V'Haya V'Hoveh V'Hu Yiyeh B'Sifara V'Hu Echad V'Yein Sheni Hamshilo Lehachvira V'li Reishis V'li Sachlis V'lo Ha'od V'Hamizra V'Hu Keli V'Chai Goali V'Tor Chevli V'Yeis Nasa V'Hu Nisi Umanosli Minas Kosi B'Yom Ekra B'Yahado Avkid Ruchi V'Yeis Ishan V'Yahira V'Yem Ruchi Gev'Yasi Ado Shemli V'Lo V'Ira. Have a happy and healthy week, a great weekend, a great Shabbat. We'll see everybody next week.